Let's talk about Form 1, the checklist for the adult sponsor. This form might look simple at first glance, but it's incredibly important because it helps set the foundation for a safe, ethical, and rule-abiding science fair project. Now, this form is completed by the adult sponsor, who can be a teacher, parent, professor, or another adult who's guiding the student during their research. Think of the adult sponsor like a project safety coach, someone who ensures that everything is being done the right way from the very start. So let's walk through the key pieces of Form 1 together. The student needs to include their name or names if this is a team project. The project title needs to be included. The title needs to be the same on all documents, and what will end up on the project board or poster. Try to keep the title short, clear, and descriptive. The first step of the sponsor, number 1, is they check that they've read the ISEF rules and the science fair ethics statement. This confirms they're familiar with the expectations, especially around safety, honesty, and integrity. Also, on the bottom of the page is the attestation that the information is correct and will abide by the science fair ethics statement. Do not forget to check this. Failure to do so means this project will be automatically disqualified. Next, on number 2, the sponsor confirms they've reviewed the student's research plan and Form 1A, that's the student checklist. The sponsor needs to know what the student is actually planning to do because any potential risks or safety concerns will be addressed here. Then the sponsor has to talk with the student about the risks involved in their project. This could include things like chemicals, tools, working with people or animals, anything that requires extra precautions. They will note this conversation by checking number 3. Now, the checklist goes into a very important section in number 4, determining whether the project involves any regulated elements. This means things like human participants, vertebrate animals, tissues, microorganisms, recombinant DNA, or potentially hazardous biological agents. If any of these are involved, the appropriate check marks need to be included in number 4. Then the student needs to get prior approval from an IRB or SRC before starting the research. After that, the form reminds the sponsor which forms are required for all projects in number 5 and down the rest of the page. That's Form 1, 1A, 1B, the research plan, and sometimes others like Form 1C if the student worked at a research institution, or Form 7 if it's a continuation project. They need to check all that apply to this project. There's also a long checklist of additional forms that might be needed based on what kind of project it is. For example, if the student is working with human participants, they'll need Form 4 and an informed consent form. If they're working with animals, they'll need Form 5A or 5B, depending on where the research takes place. And if there are any chemicals, devices, or microorganisms involved, there may be a need for Forms 2, 3, 6A, or 6B. All of these forms are explained under Advanced Forms tab. Finally, the adult sponsor signs off with their name, phone, email, and date. This makes it official and shows that the project has adult supervision and a solid safety plan in place. So, to sum it up, Form 1 is really all about planning and responsibility. It's the sponsor's way of saying, I've reviewed this project, I understand what's going on, and I'm confident the student is prepared to do this safely and ethically. Also, don't forget at the bottom of the page is the attestation that the information is correct and will abide by the science fair ethics statement. Do not forget to check this. Failure to do so means this project will be automatically disqualified. If you're an adult sponsor filling this out, take the time to go through each step carefully. It's not just a checklist, it's a commitment to helping students grow through safe and responsible research.